the chosen one. That is why you were born. Your ascension is imminent. That fire you've carried with you from the beginning. It was not arbitrary. It was not a matter of imagination. That restless drive, that profound understanding, that intangible pull to excellence. You were born to be more than average, more than a battle, more than just quiet. You were born to ascend. And now the time has arrived, where everything within of you will be brought to the forefront. Your ascension is not just on its way. It has already begun. You did not stumble across this message. You were drawn to this location by divine alignment. And while you watch this video, remain with me to the conclusion, for your soul will recognize the truth as it is stated and write your best wishes. 777 in the comments. It's a powerful act of agreement that activates your blessings and energizes the cosmos around you. This is a moment of confluence, when all of your waiting, wondering, and warfare transforms into revelation. Now, choose one like this video. Subscribe if you haven't already, and let's dive deeper. You see, you've spent your whole life preparing for something significant. There's been some stress in your spirit. It's as if the world was attempting to diminish you as your soul expanded. That was no coincidence. That was your call. I refuse to die. It was your fate, shouting louder than your doubts. People may have regarded you as average, but heaven sees majesty, potential, and promise. They couldn't perceive what was etched into your essence. But that's okay, because the next ascent will not need their consent. It simply demands your belief. You were born for this, for impact, for influence, for legacy. That explains why the road was so bumpy. That's why you felt the grief more deeply than others. That is why the disappointments attempted to persuade you to settle. But nothing could take away what God had branded on your identity. The storms did not destroy you. They polished you. The delays did not disqualify you. They prepped you. And suddenly the wind is moving. The environment around you is communicating something fresh. The chosen one. This is the season when the spotlight of divine timing starts to shine on you. You have been concealed for a purpose. You were not forgotten. Rather, you were safeguarded, hidden. This is not punishment. It is preservation. While others pushed forward, attempting to fabricate success, you were being constructed. Built in the dark, fortified by stillness. Your faith was deepening. Your judgment improved. Your spiritual ears are tuned to frequencies that other people overlook. You were developing the ability to bear grandeur without being crushed. You were shaping the persona to fit the calling. And now that cry is ready to erupt. There is an unlocking taking place, but it is by heavenly order rather than human hands. The gates are opening. The pathways are clearing. The links are aligning. Your voice is becoming louder, and your name is being mentioned in places you haven't even been yet. That's how Farv operates. It finds the loyal. It identifies the consistent. It seeks those who did not give up when things were peaceful. You may not have seen results, but heaven saw your efforts. And now the prize is catching up with you. This isn't merely an increase in status. It's an increase in purpose. You are being lifted so that the world might see what heaven has always known. Your unique light is required. Your intellect, creativity, and honesty. It is time for it to be published. No more acting small. No more self-doubt. No more apologies for being strong. This is your divine license to show up completely, openly, and unashamedly. It's time for you to take pride in your design. You are not designed to blend in. You were created to shine with God's blessings. This is your inner self responding to the call. You are outgrowing what used to confine you. You feel the strain because your soul understands it's time to grow. Do not fight the stretch. Don't escape into comfort. You are too near. The breakthrough is already in progress. Yes, there are still distractions. Yes, the opponent will attempt to shatter your confidence one more time. However, you are now conscious that you have reached a level of spiritual maturity. You can see through the illusions. You've learned to wait before responding. You've realized that peace is your strength. Patience is your weapon. That preparedness is critical. There's no need to push what's intended for you. It's already tracking you down. Your sole duty now is to maintain alignment, to maintain your truth, to save your energy and trust the process. Everything you've gone through was for this. Every loss, tear, and restless night. It was everything woven together. This is the narrative of your ascent. People may have written you off, but the divine never did. The ascent is already taking place in the domain of spirit. It is soon to appear in the tangible. You will be celebrated where you were once rejected, recognized where you were once dismissed, and exalted where you were previously forgotten. And it isn't because you want recognition. It's because you stayed true to the vision selected. That is why you were born. To achieve success not just for oneself, but also for future generations. To break a chain. To change atmospheres. To leave imprints of faith wherever you go. Your life will speak louder than your words. You are a living embodiment of divine redemption. People will follow your path and be motivated to believe in new. This is how strong your climb will be. Nothing can stop it. You have waited long enough. Now, your name is being called. Not in a whisper, but in a proclamation. You are being beckoned to spaces that demand your honesty, energy, and light. There's no need to be flawless. Just be present. There's no need to know all the answers. Simply be real. You are ascending not because you pushed it, but because you remain committed. And trust always prevails in the end. You are entering a time in which things will begin to change swiftly. It may seem unreal, but don't allow the rapidity of the increase disturb your foundation. You have earned this. You've been loyal throughout the drought, and now the deluge is approaching. What is happening is not only the consequence of your efforts. It's proof of spiritual alignment. The energy you've put into your mission, progress, and quiet successes. It's all been recorded. And now the return is coming in. People may begin to wonder, how could this happen so quickly? But you will know the truth. This was not a sudden event. It was time for planting and harvesting. Long before the fruit appeared, the roots had already grown deep. Others may think the climb has happened quickly, but it has taken a long time for you. Every moment of silence, every secret prayer, every quiet submission, it was gaining momentum. And now the scene is prepared not just for elevation, but for complete change. The rising is more than simply ascending. It is about waking. You are rediscovering your original design. The version of you who existed before doubt, fear, and grief attempted to dull your light. You are returning to your own nature. Unfiltered, unapologetic, and totally empowered you. This is why everything else started to seem too tight and restrictive. You are transitioning from the identity fashioned by survival to the one created by divine purpose, selected one. Your ascension will not be like anybody else's. And that is the beauty of it. Stop comparing your past. Stop comparing your timeline to others. You were never supposed to follow the regular road. Your method was developed uniquely since your influence would be different than others. You choose truth, where others sought validation. You choose vision. That decision is going to be rewarded in ways you did not anticipate. You've been carrying royalty in your soul the whole time, even when dealing with rejection. Even when you didn't feel strong, it was developing within you. Even if you did not feel picked, you were already marked. This explains why the assaults seem to be persistent, because darkness constantly attempts to divert the rising light. However, you refused to give up. You kept turning up. You continued to believe. You grew with each hit. You have now entered a frequency that cannot be faked or replicated. You're going to experience the world react differently to your presence. Not because you altered your look, but because your vibe transformed. You are now radiating alignment. You are no longer asking for a place at the table. You're planning to create your own. Your authority has been awakened, and others will begin to notice that something about you is different. Do not shrink. Do not explain. Just ascend. Yes, there will be tests. Yes, not everyone will be pleased with your newfound beauty. Remember, the rising does not demand praise. It necessitates alignment. You do not owe an explanation to those who decided to misunderstand you. You don't have to legitimize your route for others who don't understand your goal. What is ahead of you is too important to be delayed by diversions. Keep an eye on the eyesight. Protect your item as if it were a jewel. Because it is. This is not the time for people-pleasing. This is the season of destiny. Walking. Say no when you have to let go. When you really have to. Some connections cannot take you to your destination. It is not personal. It is prophetic. You are ascending into an environment in which only others who share your elevation can breathe. Don't be terrified of shedding. Don't lament the trimming. What seems to be a loss is really paving way for legacy and the financial change that will follow. You didn't undertake all this internal labor for nothing. Wealth, and supply are aligning with your name, not just to make you more comfortable, but also to support your purpose. You are not rising to hoard, but to share, lead, and open opportunities for others. Your elevation is part of a greater divine equation, and it's all coming together. However, don't hurry the procedure. Every level of your ascent is precious. Every step counts. Stay present. Celebrate the minor victories. Speak life on your trip. Declare favor even if you do not see it. Because what you say influences what you get. Your statements are spiritual commandments. Use them carefully. Speak just what is relevant to your destination, not what you dread or recall from the past. You are more powerful than you have been taught. People have picked you for reasons beyond their comprehension. And your promotion is not pending. It is present. It is in motion. And soon the proof will be irrefutable. The next stage of your trip will demand guts. But you've already demonstrated you have it. You have survived what was supposed to destroy you. When most people would have given up, you maintained your faith. That signifies you are ready. You are not rising to become someone else. You are rising to show who you have always been. There's no need to plead, pursue, or prove. You only need to walk. Walk as if you understand who you are. Like, you know what's going to happen. You were born for this. Your ascension is not accidental. A prophecy is emerging. You may not have always grasped the road, but you've always felt compelled. Even at your lowest times, something within you refused to give up. That something was your heavenly mission. It was imprinted on your soul long before the world taught you who you were meant to be. You've never fully blended in because you weren't designed to blend in. You were designed to stand out, to ascend in ways that defy logic and disrupt routines. The climb that awaits you is not based on chance. It's based on identity. You were chosen for this before the hubbub, before the fear, before the suffering. The world attempted to bury your mission behind layers of uncertainty, guilt, and suffering. However, all it did was refine your fire. And now that fire is going to blaze such a brilliant path that no one will be able to dispute what is coming your way. There is a new strength being triggered. A fresh one that stems from clarity. One that stems from knowing who you are and what you are carrying. You are not just becoming more invisible. You're growing in discernment. You will no longer entertain what saps your energy. You will feel it right away. The old cycles will no longer appeal to you. That is not weakness. That is evolution. You are being referred to as higher. And the higher you get, the less noise you need around you. This chapter in your life will be characterized by heavenly acceleration. Things that used to take months or years may now be completed in weeks. People will begin to appear out of nowhere. Destiny, connections, soul-aligned partners, and mentors have been sent to assist you awaken what has been latent inside you. But make no mistake, they are not come to complete you. They are coming to affirm you. You always had it. Now is the moment to expose it. Every aspect of your life is aligning: spiritual, emotional, financial, and relational. It's as if the parts are finally coming together. It may seem overwhelming at first, but just breathe. This isn't pandemonium. It is convergence. Your preparation period was prolonged since your ascent would be significant. You are not just entering a new season. It is a new system, a new environment, and a new dimension. People will want to know the secret. They'll inquire, what changed? And the answer will be easy. Everything changed once I learned who I was. That is what this moment is about. Remembering, reclaiming, and reintroducing oneself to yourself. You have passed through the fire, and now you are carrying the gold. You have survived the wilderness. And now you're entering the realm of wealth. You're no longer waiting. You're walking. This is also the moment to be more focused than ever. Distractions will present themselves as opportunities. Doubt will attempt to disguise itself as rationality. But you'll understand better now. You've trained for this. Your instincts are acute. Your internal compass is correct. You don't require external validation if you're internally aligned. Keep your soul clean. Maintain your energy levels and maintain your gaze ahead. The vision you have is sacred. The scent will strain you while also elevating you. It will challenge you to be your best self. You will be asked to let go of everything that no longer serves the next version of yourself. Do not be afraid of letting go. It's the only way to create space for what's coming. You aren't losing anything. You are discarding what was never intended to stay. The real you is surfacing, and it is rocking the environment. You were never forgotten. You were never behind. You were preparing for a situation like this. The delays you encountered were not rejections. These were heavenly setups. You aren't late. You are right on time. Everything that attempted to stop you only taught you. And now you're moving differently. You have a quiet authority and a serene assurance. That is an indication of someone who has completed the task. You'll note that more you advance, the less you need to explain yourself. Silence will become your haven. Wisdom will become your tongue. You will not spend time attempting to persuade others of your value. You'll just embody it. That embodiment represents power. That is what will draw everything that is intended for you. Not force or desperation, but embodiment. You no longer need to pursue anything. You are the one that everything are attracted to. Opportunities. Resources have an impact on the frequency you've built up via consistency. Discipline and faith has made you magnet for manifestation. What you previously fantasized about is now reacting to your frequency. There's no need to ask the door to open. You are the door. So take a breath. Allow the old to drift away. Allow the ascent. Do what it was meant to do. You do not have to carry everything from the past into the future. You have already demonstrated your commitment. You have already completed the core work. Now it's time to allow grace to take you into the overflow. You are not being promoted for the sake of attention. You are being promoted for the sake of alignment. You are intentionally positioned to walk in authority. No more cycles, no more uncertainty, and no more doubt. You are ascending because you have now recognized what has always been true. You were born for this. You didn't ask for it, but you were predestined for it. And now the world will see it. The chosen one. Your climb isn't only occurring to you. It is occurring through you. Your tale will awaken others. Your strength will inspire others to believe in their own abilities. You are being prepared not just to achieve, but also to inspire others to do the same. Your ascension has a rippling effect. And when you stand strong in your own truth, you allow others to do the same. You'll notice that your presence begins to shift. Environments, rooms that formerly frightened you will now feel like home. People who previously ignored you will come to seek your counsel. It is not ego. It's an elevation. It is not pride. It is power. Not the type of power that rules, but the kind that changes. Your energy will speak before your words. Your quiet will carry more weight than someone else's loudness. You will be appreciated not because you demanded it, but because your path deserved it.